Today in this video we are going to discuss about the legal persons in jurisprudence and legal theory. So first of all we should know what is meant by the legal persons. So the person is derived from the persona, which means the human being. So the person, an artificial creation. Person means human being. That is human being acquire legal, personal, naturally. So whenever we say the human being, he is called the natural person. So he is not called as legal person. At times he is the human being may become the legal person whenever he owe legal duty, responsibility, etc. So during that time we called a human being as a legal person. But in ordinary parlance we call as the natural person. So human beings and legal persons were one and the same. So it is the legal person is the artificial creation of law. So the artificial creation of law is meant for creating the corporations, some of the societies. Those bodies are called legal persons. So nature of personality. Usually the slaves did not enjoy the legal personality because they are not given freedom of choice, so that the slaves are not enjoying the legal personality. So attributes of legal persons according to Salman, what are the qualities of the legal persons? One is called the rights and duties. The rights and duties are correlative. If one thing is there, naturally, if right is there, there should be duty. Without one thing, another thing will not be there. So the right and duties should be there in legal person. Not only he need not be a human being also called as legal persons at times when he owe legal duty, legal responsibility. But it need not be a human being. It may be an artificial person like company, corporations, and societies. Those things are called legal persons. Not having rights, not legal persons. So they are not legal persons, not legal rights, having legal rights. So these are all the attributes of legal persons. So there are two kinds of persons. One is called the natural persons. A human being is called a natural person. And another one is called legal persons. That is corporations, some of the societies, these are all called companies. These are all called legal persons because it is created by law. So two things are very very important. That is, the legal persons can be sued and can sue. So as a company, they can sue the others. They can go to the court to punish others whenever there is an infringement on their acts by others. So they can sue, and can be sued means, so the company can be sued if at all, if it is not doing the legal rights, duties of the company. So it can be sued. And next thing is three main kinds of legal persons. One is called corporation, then institutions, third thing is funds or estates for special purpose, special use. These three main kinds of legal persons created by law. They are not human beings, but they are called legal persons. Then the difference we should know the agent, beneficiary, and members of a corporations. Agents we know that is created by law, and they owe their duty to their masters. So every legal person has corresponding to its agents. And then a company with the second thing, a company with say for example 1,000 shareholders. A director may be one of the shareholder, so the director is the beneficiary and also a shareholder. So he may hold a director, at the same time he is also called beneficiary. Then corporation. Some of the corporations are started for charitable purpose. The beneficiary may have no share, that is role in its management and its affairs. That is with regard to the corporation for charitable purpose, some philanthropic purpose, some attitude to help the poor or to the needy, that is for charitable purpose. Then corporation and the incorporated unincorporated partnerships. Some of the whenever it is incorporated, it is called the company, and corporation is a body which is also created by law. A firm is not a person in the eye of law. Usually, whenever we say a company, it is not a person in the eye of law, but it has the legal entity, and debt and property of firm are same as the debt and the property of the partners. So whenever there is a debt and property of the firm, it should be treated on par with the debt and property of the persons. Then limited liability of partnership in India. So limited liability means the liability is restricted to the share of the partners. They are not answerable to more than the share which they have. That is limited liability of partnership in India. Say in Indian, according to Indian Partnership Act, the partners are personally liable for the company, and incorporation as a company, whenever it is the company is incorporated as per the company law, that is registered in company law, the company will be having a register, and in that it will be incorporated. They will give a number and all company. So incorporated as a company enables traders to trade with limited liability. So the traders will be there, and do trade act with limited liability. That is, the liability is limited. Liability means the share, and other thing is called liability, that is the responsibility. Acts and liabilities of corporation. So whenever a corporation is created, the liability is incapable of acting on its own. So it has to act as per the bylaw and as per the executive committee meeting in which the resolutions are passed. Accordingly, it should act. It cannot act on its own. So that's why we say the corporation can sue and can be sued. That is, whenever a registered body is there, they can sue the others if at all, if its rights are infringed. Like that, they can sue and can be the others can sue the corporation, and it is also coming under the court of law, so they have to face any case against it. And double capacity and double personality. So man can hold more than one capacity. As a human being, he may be a director of a company, he may be a a man. So he can hold double in the capacity of more than one capacity he can act. So director, a human being, enters personal contract, inherit father's property, enters to the business contract. So as a human, a director is a human being. As an individual, he can inherit his father's property and all. As a company director, he can enter into business contract. Then next is state as a corporation. So we call the state as a corporation because it is a corporate, a combination of so many people. So it is called corporate. So individuals united into a single body. That is the state as a corporation. Legal state of animals. So animal is not at all having the legal status, but it is not a legal person, but cruelty is protected against animals. So whenever the animal is put under cruelty, there is the law is against that, and the law protect the cruelty to animals. Though it is not a legal person, or it is not having any legal state. And the legal state of dead man. Dead man is also not a legal person. But the thing is, he can give the body for some medical colleges and institutions as donation for research purpose or for their dissection and all, for their learning. So whenever he is living, he can donate his body while living. Sometimes if he has not done it, if the relatives, close relatives were that is a wife, if at all they are willing, they can also donate on behalf of him. That is the dead body. Man can the legal state of dead man. And also usually, though it is not having any legal, dead man is not a legal person, he that dead body is to be buried with all decent. So reputed burial is necessary. So he should be put under honor during his last time. So decent burial is required. And then unborn persons, that is human, that is the Hindu Succession Act. According to Hindu Succession Act, the interest in property can be created. Even it is unborn child, on birth he can have the right of the property. So the interest in property can be created by the unborn person and unborn child. The interest in co-personal property means that is the succession. Under succession he can have the property. That is the father, mother, son, daughter, and granddaughter, grandparents, like that. These are all Hindu Succession Act. So they are eligible for succession rights in property. As a legal heir, they can have rights over property. That is called co-personal property. That is now it is combined property. Whenever it is the legal heirs have the legal rights to have equal share. And legal personality begins at birth. So the legal personality begins at birth. Even in the unborn child have rights, and the actual legal right begins at birth. So with regard to this legal persons, சட்டப்படியாக ஒரு தனி மனிதனுக்கு எவ்வாறு சட்ட அவரை சட்டம் மதிக்கிறது. அதே போல் விலங்குகள் எவ்வாறு விலங்குகள் இறந்த டெட் பாடி அனிமல்ஸ், அதோடு அல்லாமல் நேச்சுரல் பர்சன் என்றால் என்ன, லீகல் பர்சன் என்றால் என்ன என்று இந்த வீடியோவில் we have seen all the things. With this we conclude this video.